When I made my first videos for YouTube, I had no idea what would kind of happen here in this garden, and it has been a lot of fun. But somehow in the last 4 years, I've aged pretty quickly. And you've been here for it. I started out with shoulder surgery, and then I started having foot problems, and then I started having knee problems. And whenever I tell someone that I'm a gardener, they kind of give me the up and down and wonder how I get up and down off the ground to get my gardening done. They don't know me. They don't know that I have a secret weapon. But you know my secret weapon. It's gardening in these tall garden beds. It makes it so much easier for me. Or when I'm growing something like strawberries, which I'm doing for the very first time, having something like the green stalk makes it really convenient, especially out here on the patio. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this getup, it's because it's Black Friday. And now through December 1st, Epic Gardening is having their Black Friday Cyber Monday sales where almost everything on the site is up to 25% off. And if you dig in on the site a little bit, I found some garden beds that are actually 40% off and 50% off too. So you should check those out. And if you're going to get some savings, be sure to use the code Meadow and save 5% more. This is my very first raised garden bed that we had here in the meadow. And while it's still functional, something that I've noticed is as the weather changes, as we have, damp weather and dry weather, it's beginning to come apart a little bit. It's not bad yet. I mean, this is about 4 years old. This one is, I think, a little over 3 years old. And this one is the very first garden bed I ever put together from Birdies and Epic Gardening. And here, gosh, almost 4 full years later, structurally, it's just in as good a shape as when it was originally built. And it's the reason that I've been able to keep on gardening and keep on growing because of the height of the garden beds. But not just that. So even though I'm getting older, just like all of us are, it doesn't mean that I can't continue to enjoy gardening. And I will continue to enjoy gardening. I don't know of anything else that I can do as a hobby that I think I would enjoy as much. I've had a lot of different hobbies, but gardening is really, I don't know, it just really makes my heart so very, very happy. I mean, when else can you have a hobby that actually feeds you and you can test out and try things that maybe you've never eaten before, and you can learn and you can grow and you can look for things growing in the garden like these. I think that's a daikon radish coming up down there. Yay! Little Thai eggplant. And the great thing is you can make a lot of mistakes and still get to eat something. I mean, you don't have to make everything absolutely perfect. If you've been around here, you know I don't strive for that at all. A lot of times I'm just striving for getting things done. So I guess you could say I'm in my gardening era, senior citizen style. I've got onions growing right here on my patio. And I have my first Thai shallot over there too. I'm growing citrus, I'm growing avocados, I'm growing mulberries, I'm growing native plants. I mean, what other hobby gives you bananas right in your own yard? And actually, I think that's probably what makes me so happy about all of it, is the ability to do things so terribly wrong. Like, we didn't actually get to eat any of this because I never came out here before it bolted. But now that it has, I'm just letting it go to seed and enjoying the flowers. And when they're done, we'll cut this back and put this little garden bed to use for something else. I'm also upgrading my grow bags. This is some of the first ones I started with. I'm going to do a few more grow bags this season, but of course, you know where I'm going to get those, right? That was an easy one. You saw that one coming. The grow bags are also on sale right now at Epic Gardening. I have a few left in the garden studio where chaos continues to ensue, but I'm going to be doing some more grow experiments this year, and I love having the grow bags because I can control the environment and make them all equal, have equal situations. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to check out some of those experiments as well. So here are my 3 tips for gardening as you age. Number 1 is go high. Like this is hip level for me, which means I don't have to get on the ground to pull weeds, to plant, to manage and maintain the garden bed. Second, having a nice cart means that you can easily pull things around the yard. So whether you use a cart like this or you use some kind of a wagon, it is a must-have when you need a little extra hand in the garden. And when it can garden as an extra bench, a place to sit, a place to roll around, that's just a bonus. And the third thing I would say is, if you do have some kind of limitation, that does not mean that you are limited. There are ways to figure out adaptive gardening. There are ways to figure out different ways to use tools or different kinds of tools, or maybe like the garden bed I have over there that's elevated even taller, so you can have a small garden bed on a patio or something like that. But there's no reason, if you love to garden, that you can't get your plant freak on even with one little succulent or a whole crazy garden full of vegetables. It's absolutely worth the joy that it brings, even though sometimes people think it's a lot of work. I mean, it might be a lot of work, but for me, it's a lot of joy. I mean, come on. On Black Friday, being able to pick your own lemons, how great is that? So if you're an older gardener like me, or maybe you're someone younger and I'm just a cool auntie giving you some advice, there is room for everyone in gardening. I would love to show you more about what's growing on in the meadow. You can learn more right over here. Until next time, my friends, remember to drink plenty of water, wear that high quality sunscreen, and as always, have a fantastic day.